You're listening to The Swingdom,
So you play
the
the
champion
intro,
podcast of the
and
year.
I'll
Two guys,
mess
28
around
clubs,
with my camera because
zero
I can't
putts
get
given,
it.
with your hosts, Ben Ridner and Gunnar Kane.
That was good.
Are you well adjusted?
Yeah, I feel good.
Are you very well adjusted? I meant
Yeah,
like psychologically. I didn't mean like right now at your computer.
Not even a sorta.
All right. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Swingdom. I am Ben Ridner. I am a significant yet mediocre co-host of the Swingdom.
I would say you're the most significant host of the Swingdom. I'm not going to talk about our mediocrity because it's not fair. But
no, I was going to say you are a significant. I lost my train of thought. Other half, but extremely wonderful other host of the Swingdom.
I think I think I just fill the other side of the screen.
No, because sometimes you don't even do that. Sometimes you like just turn on the screen.
I just turn off the screen. That's
me.
right. I just turn off the camera like this. I'm gonna do it now.
It's just me.
Boom.
There you go. It's just me. I've never done the show by myself. I never will. We did the show once with Mug Dad, and your presence was still lacking. Mug Dad was great. It was great to have him.
Mandatory. Play the music.
Oh, sorry. Mandatory Mug Dad mention. So there you go. Mandatory Mug Dad mention. Welcome to the Swingdom. It is USGA Championship Week, where somebody gets the opportunity to win the Mike Davis Trophy. The last Mike Davis Trophy before it becomes the Mike Wan Trophy. We're going to do what we usually do. We're going to talk about the news. We're going to talk about the USGA Championship, which is coming up at Torrey Pines. I'm here. I'm at Torrey Pines.
Santiago.
Spirit only, which is Spanish for. And Gunnar is also here. I think we're at the same hole. I think we're just somehow at different angles of it.
Well,
Are you like, oh, hey, I'm waving Gunnar. You're like 20 feet that way in a different tower for some reason. Hi.
Hey.
Are those like the same? I think those are the same trees. No, those are different trees. We've got the USGA Championship, and then we're going to talk about our picks from last week at Congaree. This guy, Higgins. Higo
Montego.
3 wins in 3 months. 3 wins in 90 days.
Second start on the PGA Tour.
And his first start was the PGA Championship.
Yeah, where he won a whopping $40,000. Which
tie 64, making the cut first time in.
Which to me is good cash.
I saw him playing at I think it was the Portugal Open, and it was just one of those things because like golf here is different just in terms of television. So like I watch a lot of the European tour just because I keep golf on the TV in the background. And it was one of those things where like
because it comes on a normal time of the day.
Well, yeah, it's like, so you guys watch golf sort of from like 11 o'clock to like 7 o'clock. Mm-hmm. Like here, like it's the European tour's on from like 11 o'clock to like 6 or 7 o'clock. Then at like 7 o'clock, which is 2 o'clock your time, that's when the PGA sort of rolls on. Mm-hmm. This is like a Phil Xander situation. Somebody hits a tee shot, 135-yard par 3, gets it to like 3 feet, and he's just like, yeah. This guy, I know he's South African. Higo. I wrote down his last name. Garrick Higo. Sorry. That was just like, it's in my notebook. I just thought I'd do it by memory.
Garrick Higo looks like
he should be in a boy band.
No. He looks like, I've lost the guy's name. Continue. I'm going to remember his name.
Garrick Higo?
No.
So Garrick Higo, hole in one. There you go. Wins the tournament. We're going to talk about the Congaree in a little bit because I think it just has like the whole chess.
Bruno Mars. Well, and I say that because we have the picture. He looks like Bruno Mars in the PGA's the PGA Tour's champion post.
Yes.
It looks like Bruno Mars.
Bruno Mars is in the PGA champion post?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Okay, cool.
Garrett, but they called it Garrett Kigo. So
they did. We talked about. Okay. So we've got the news this week, and then we're going to talk about Congaree, and then we're going to get into the USGA championship, the Mike Davis Trophy.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to touch on Palmetto, I tore you up, so you're welcome. That's it.
Is that a joke? Was that a good joke?
That's the list.
That was a wordplay. All right. So let's get into the news this week. There is still some good news. There's still some bad news. We've got lots of news. Let's start with the look. This is cool. I got two bits of good news. Then we'll go into the other stuff. Mito Pereira, Chilean golfer, wins this weekend on the KFT. He's got his third win, second week in a row. He is the fourth ever player to win 3 tournaments on the Triple H, because it changes names. So we can't call it the Corn Ferry Tour.
So this goes all the way back to web.com.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, it goes back to when they got rid of Q School.
Right. What was it before web.com?
Nationwide.
The Nationwide Tour. That's right. Mm-hmm.
Don't know why I know that.
You know what? I've decided if you want to make it to the PGA Tour, you have to place top 5 in the big break. That's what they need to bring back, the big break.
Yeah.
And the top 5, it needs to be massive, though. It can't be like 15.
Do you know how cool they made Breaking Glass look?
Oh, the big break was such a good show.
Yeah.
I just wanted to be a part of it so bad.
So he wins. And then the other good news.
Don't check your watch. We're not on time. We're not.
No,
on time.
It just vibrated. I think it just died. I think that's what happened. I think it just died.
I thought you were checking our time. I don't even know what time it is.
God, no.
We are on time.
Jon Rahm tests negative twice in a 24-hour span, so he can play in the USGA. A mere 9 days, 8 days?
Less than 10.
Yeah, from being diagnosed twice. How do you get the virus and then not have the virus?
This just goes to
in a week span, in literally like a week.
Show that they stole the tournament from Jon Rahm.
Yes. Okay.
Now, Brandel Chambly said something which I never agree with, but mark the time and date. Actually, I don't remember what time or date it was when I saw it, but he said, "Well, Jon Rahm has." What does he have? 8? He has 8 wins. Yeah. He
6.
said,
he's got 6 or 8. Yeah.
I'm going to have to look it up, but we'll go with 6. He said, well, I'm not going to take it away from anybody, but I'm going to refer to him as the guy with 7 wins. And I was like, thanks. That's what you should do.
Yeah. I think there was number one, there was a million ways they could have handled that better. Like number one, not 5. Telling him so on the 18th green, 5 wins. Yeah.
5 wins. He should have 6. But that's the first time I've ever said, yeah, you go, Brandel.
Yes. I was going to say, that's not the first time we've given wins away for no reason. Like Sung Jae Im is a player's champion. He's a player's champion. We all agree on that. If you disagree, please send us an email or a Twitter or something if you want to disagree, because we will have this conversation with you.
Yeah, because he won that.
He won that.
That's the full tournament right there.
That was an 18-hole tournament. He is a player's champion.
One day, player's champ.
No playoff, no nothing.
No, full winner.
I just don't so he tested negative twice. Is this on the same blood? Is this a different blood? Is this
new blood?
2 blood? Is this
not blood? Is
this a spit nose one?
It's not blood. They don't do the blood, but they
is
do
this just when you I don't know.
Yeah, when they take the Q-tip and they stick it in your brain.
I wonder if they just say drink some Coca-Cola and laugh real hard and just have it come out your nose, and that's how you pass the COVID test.
That could be it. I don't know.
Or vodka.
Do you think it was a joke or a situation? Did he watch Three Stooges? Jon Rahm reminds me of a guy who still finds the Three Stooges funny, and yes. I'm cool with that.
Yeah. He's definitely a kid who's everybody's like, why are you watching children's television shows? He's like, Well, I've got a kid now, so I don't have to like watch it on my own anymore.
That's right. Let me give a quick free plug to the show Bluey. Amazing.
Okay. Good. I've never heard of it.
Laugh out loud funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely for preschoolers, but it's hilarious.
All right. So yeah, so I know you want to get to these two bits of news.
What's the first bit?
The first bit is Rory is okay with getting rid of green books.
Oh, that was my second bit of news. I think this is the most important bit of news.
Yeah.
What's the other bit of news?
Bryson and Brooks weren't paired together.
Oh my God. Let me talk about it.
Okay.
So Bryson DeChambeau and Brooksy.
Yeah, no, we just call him Brooksy.
Yeah, it's Brooksy from now on. So Bryson
or BK, we can call him BK.
The BK Lounge. Bryson and the BK Lounge are obviously not buds. It's okay. So
no.
So comes out that, and I'm going to tell you in sequential order of how this comes out.
Okay, I'm ready.
So comes out like, hey, wouldn't it be great if Bryson and Brooks were paired together at the U.S. Open?
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, it would be. Okay.
With Phil Mickelson.
Oh, my God. Mediating the whole time. Must-see TV. A billion viewers. Okay.
Yeah.
So the USGA's like, yeah, let's get him in the U.S. Open. So they give up a little call to Bryson.
So the USGA tried to get it to happen.
This is what I'm talking about. I'm going to tell you in sequential order.
No. I'm just going with this thing that you're telling me right now that the USGA made the phone call.
So the USGA makes a phone call and they're like, hey, look.
They did.
Yeah, to Bryson.
To his team.
Bryson.
Yeah.
To his boys.
Yeah, right. I'm sure Mike Davis calls Bryson up and is like, it's Mike Davis. Listen up.
No, they don't. Mike Davis doesn't do it. Al Davis from the Oakland Raiders does it. No. Okay. So it's only a small, maybe 0% of our audience will understand.
Everybody in New Zealand is laughing hysterically.
Everybody in New Zealand is like, Al Davis. So the USGA calls Bryson's camp. Okay.
Yeah.
Camp bad.
Because they're all at the gym drinking protein shakes.
That's right. They're all into CrossFit and whatnot. So and some guy named Kyle answers the phone and he's like, hey, what's up?
Is this Kyle Berkshires?
Yeah. This is exactly where I'm going. You knew where I was going. Okay. So Kyle answers the phone.
You're laughing so hard at your joke and you haven't even told it yet.
I haven't even said the joke. Al Davis goes, look, hey. So Mike Davis says.
Oh, they said Al Michaels.
Al Michaels is now on the phone.
Okay.
And Joe Buck.
Al Michaels Davis Buck.
Al Michaels Davis. Okay. So Mike Davis calls Bryson DeChambeau's
team camp
phone number.
Somebody
answers the phone there and he's like, look, this would be super cool if you and Brooks were paired. You know, we're thinking about pairing you up. Yeah. You're cool with that. First of all, never ask permission.
No.
And
just say if you don't like it, we'll see you next year.
Yeah. So Bryson says
this is a major championship. They should be thankful just to be in it.
Mm-hmm. And so Bryson says, no way, Jose.
Legit,
not going to happen. We're not doing it. The USGA says, oh, man, we really tried to make this happen, but they're not going to be paired together. Then Brooks Koepka comes out with a statement that just says, I don't care who I'm played with. I'm there to play golf, which we've heard before.
Yeah.
And I thought about this. This has very similar, this rings of, what, there's 20 guys in the field.
20 guys in the field I've got to beat.
Dustin Johnson only has one. Yeah. And he's talking about the number one player in the world. This is Brooks Koepka. We've already gotten over this. I thought he was an idiot and an a-hole for saying it. Now I get it. Because he hasn't like deferred from his stance, right?
Yeah.
He says, I don't care.
I've always gotten it because to me, it's like, and I think I like the way I always saw that was like, golf is like, how much better are you doing against the golf course than everybody else?
It's the golf course.
Like it's me and you and the golf course. And if there were no scoreboards, which for most amateur events there aren't, and for even a lot of pro events there aren't.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like you don't know what it is until you get to the end.
Oh, you go to a course like you go to an event like the Quicken Loans. There's not a scoreboard until the 18th hole.
No, they had 4 or 5 scoreboards on that course.
That's not true.
Yeah, they had a scoreboard on 4. Remember, we were watching Bo Hosler putting, and they had that big scoreboard right next to the place where I almost bought a $7 hamburger.
We did buy a $7
because they've got like the big photos. They've got like the headshots.
Oh yeah, no, but those
guys.
aren't. Those are the info boards. Those aren't the scoreboards.
No, but the info boards usually have like the top 5 leaders on the right. The info board has like that player's information who's like hitting, or putting, or doing whatever.
Right. That's what
on the right hand side
scoreboard, whatever.
Yeah.
That doesn't matter. So
but I'm saying in every other version of the sport.
Yeah. I got you.
Like when I go play my club championship, I don't know who's won until
you don't have a scoreboard until you post a score.
Like everybody's drinking
so
beers.
The reason big piece of paper.
Yeah, the reason you stay afterwards and hang out at the clubhouse is because you ask every single person who's walked in how they did.
What'd you shoot? What'd you shoot? What'd you shoot?
And so like I think that's sort of like what Brooks is saying is like, look, like I come out here. I'm like, I'm going to play my best golf. I'm going to play the golf course. I've got a strategy. I've got this level of intensity. I'm here to play golf. And at the end of the day, like at the end of Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, I am concerned with these 20 players.
100%.
Like, that's how I see it. It's like, look, like if I'm going in Friday, it's me versus the golf course. Yeah. I look at the leaderboard. I'm sorry. When I go in Thursday, it's me versus the golf course. I look at the leaderboard. I sort of see what's happening. You have seen that like half the field's not going to make the cut.
Right.
So like, you don't have to worry about those guys. Then you've got like, then you go in Friday and you're like, okay, like I've got to be sort of in the top like 40 to have a good moving day on Saturday.
Yep.
And then on Sunday, it is legitimately, and this is how, when we watch golf on television, like we know that how rarely somebody comes out of the top 10 to win on a Sunday.
Right.
So like at the 100%. End of the day, it's like, look, I've got to play my golf Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And then on Sunday, I'm just worried about the guys in the top 10 or the top 5. And it's like, if he said it like that, I don't think anybody would have been, I think a million golfers have said that before. I think Brooks Koepka just basically came in and was like there's 20 amateurs, they don't count.
It's 100% true.
There's 50 guys who aren't ready. Like they don't count. Like they don't matter. They're nobodies to me. There's another 30 guys who the moment is going to become bigger than them. And then there's another 10 guys who aren't going to have it on Sunday. The last 10 or 20 guys is like, and that's what he's saying. So like when he said it, I loved it.
Yeah.
Because I was like, that's golf in a nutshell.
I just thought it was a jerk move. And you just don't say that, especially throwing the world number one under. Yeah. It is what it is. So he says,
but like, so wait, so then let's do then, which is a bigger jerk move? Saying that you only have to play 20 guys in any major, or calling Augusta National a par 67.
Par 67 is totally. That's a D-bag move.
That's a big D-bag move.
Huge. That was a mistake because what did he average? 76.
Nobody is ever going to let him live that down.
He didn't even make the cut. So
no.
So Brooks comes out and says, "Hey, look, I don't care who I play with. I'm there to play golf." Right? Totally understandable.
Yeah.
This comes out after Bryson's after the USGA says we tried, it ain't happening.
Yeah.
Then after Brooks puts out a statement, Bryson puts out a statement and said, "I play with anybody. I'm just bummed it didn't happen."
No way.
Are you joking? You
God,
said
that's
no.
I think.
No,
I mean,
I don't know if
like,
his PR team was late to the party.
I'm not going to say to
thought
be fair.
they were
Yeah.
going to beat it. No,
But look,
it's ridiculous.
But these are the golfers that we know that they are. Brooks Koepka thrives under pressure.
100%.
And he has now been like, he's been top 2 in 6 majors in the last 4 years.
Yep.
Like that, he's either been 1 or 2. I think maybe even 7. I think what he came in top 5 at the Masters when Tiger won in 2019. Like, so he's got, you know what I mean? He's got all of that. I think he knows when he needs to step up to the big stage. It's really annoying that he doesn't treat every tournament like that. But I think it's probably also like so mentally exhausting that you only want to do it 3 or 4 times a year.
100%.
And I just
have to pause because for our YouTube viewers, I see that my green screen.
I thought a storm was coming in.
So I am Earth Conscious Go Green Energy, and I use natural sunlight to light my green screen.
Yeah.
There's a cloud. So
okay, good. That's good. I like that. And then
so cloud coverage.
And then what I was gonna say, Bryson is the type of golfer where everything has to be under his control, and it's got to be just right. Like we talk about it, where he spritzes the golf ball with the water.
Right.
Like I don't
disagree, but
I don't like. I think the thing is, if Bryson can talk crap off the golf course,
right?
I don't think he can on. And I think Brooks is just going to be like $100 if you make that putt.
You nailed it when you were talking about him talking with Jordan Spieth. Jordan's like, I really want to see him.
Yeah.
I was hoping you would take that line. And what did he say? You summed it up really nice.
He said correct.
Correct.
You were like, what? It's on the good, the bad, the ugly. It's on the PGA Tour's YouTube page. It's from Memorial. And like Jordan Spieth was like all excited and like, and Jordan Spieth has to talk to everybody. He won his major so young that he has to talk to everybody about all facets of his game constantly because people are basically just like, yeah. But I mean, we all know this. Like we see Brooks. I mean, I'm going to just rewind this a little bit, but how sad is it that like all of these TV channels, all of these interviewers would rather interview Dustin Johnson, who is like, he seems to be a really nice guy, but like his demeanor, like on and around the golf course is lifeless.
Yeah.
Like his goal, like the way he wins golf tournaments is by keeping his resting heart rates at like 10 beats per minute and keeping his excited heart rate at like 12 beats per minute.
Yeah.
Like that's just how he does it.
Yeah. And he's
like, they haven't shown his heartbeats on the Whoop Watch because they'll be single digits.
Yeah. Because an EMT will be called.
Yes.
He's not even allowed to wear a Whoop Watch.
No. And I think that's sort of like the sad thing is like Bryson wants to be right all the time that he tries so hard to be right, even when they're hypothetical questions.
Yeah, which is wild.
Which is weird. It's like weird. If the sun were to explode tomorrow, it's like, well, physically, the sun is impossible for it to explode within the next 6 billion years unless I hit the golf ball 7,000 yards. It's just like, okay.
Well, the sun's going to implode, not explode. But I get what you're saying.
Well, we don't know that. It could explode.
It will implode.
It could explode.
No, it implodes.
Not if somebody puts a bomb inside of it.
Then it implodes.
It'll explode.
It'll implode.
No.
Okay. So, anyways, Bryson lied.
Why can't the sun explode?
The sun implodes because it uses up all its energy, and then it turns into a black hole.
No, I understand that.
It doesn't.
But I thought it exploded first, and then
it expands.
And then implodes.
On itself to make a black hole.
All right. I hope I get to see this happen one day.
In like 6 billion years, we'll be inside of the sun.
Maybe one day before then I'll beat par. We'll see. Not last weekend. Not last weekend.
No.
And then I think this is, so that's Rory and Brooks. That That's not Rory and Brooks. It's Bryson and Brooks.
Bryson Brooks.
Sorry, we've been working on my house this whole week, and I'm dog tired, so I apologize if I'm a little bit off this week.
This is my favorite bit of news coming up.
This is.
I've been calling for this. We've been calling for this.
We've been calling for this for ages.
We've been calling for this since we've.
Well, I told you
understood it.
You can now buy these. I didn't realize, but I
bought one.
Did you?
Yeah, it hasn't come yet, but I have ordered it. For
what course?
For the country club.
Yeah,
our local country club. Yeah. I want to try it out. And as a matter of fact, it ties into my what have we done in golf this week?
Yeah.
As of today, because
Golf Logic was like the first like golf data analysis app that I ever had. And it was basically it was like fairways hit. Were you just off to the right or left, or were you way gone? Penalties, FIRs, GARs, fairway bunkers, greenside bunkers, and putts. Yeah. And this was like a platform that I like even used. Like I use this all the time for the first like 5 years I started playing golf.
Yep.
Because it was like a GPS and it was really sort of like limited. But now they've got it to where they've actually got heat maps and putting maps.
Yeah.
But it's $40 for a yardage book.
Not all the time. Sometimes it's down to 30, depending on how low quality the course is.
Yeah.
But
I get it because they're printing
couple that were like $80.
They're printing a one-off for you.
Yes.
They're printing a one-off like for you that you would normally need to like have at a tour level designed course where they would make one for you.
Yeah. I'm very excited. I'm
excited for you. You're gonna have to show it to me for sure.
I can't wait because this is Gavin's, my son Gavin's home course. So I thought this would be a good way for us to see if it works.
Yeah. No,
I totally think it will.
Yeah.
Because if it does work, let me tell you what, I'm going to load up on these yardage books for every single one of his tournaments.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just going to do it because there's no rule against it. If you have a yardage book, you got a yardage book.
Yeah. That's really cool. I mean, it's better than me, who I'm going out there and I did this at my home course. I did like with a laser level.
Yeah, but that was awesome because it was so accurate.
Yeah. So I got to do that again for my new home course. I bought a yardage book, but it's a book this way.
Oh,
not
really?
This way.
Well,
and for the people who are watching or who are not watching the YouTube, it like reads like a book instead of like flipping over the top like a notepad,
like a steno pad. Yeah,
yeah, which annoys me because my yardage book holder is like a flip over the top one.
Yeah, right.
So I've already taken the staples out of it. I'm going to scan it. I'm going to. It doesn't have the greens, which is really annoying.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do the greens like I did last time. If you haven't checked out that YouTube video, that's like our most popular YouTube video. Is the yardage book one, but I'm going to do the greens and then I'm going to do the steno book, the greens at the top, at the bottom. And I'm just going to have I'm going to go. Nobody seems to be there after like 6 o'clock on some days. So I think I'm just going to go out there. I'm just going to go out there with my laser.
It has gotten really dark, by the way. It's just for cool. YouTube video.
Yeah. So there's that. So the PGA Championship, apparently they had a meeting with the Players Council and everybody, and they're trying to get rid of these green reading yardage books, which I didn't realize until I saw the Golf Logic things, like how, like it seems to be like every foot or every
foot. It's every foot.
There's an arrow that points the direction. Not only that, you have a heat map.
Yep.
So it shows you like the intensity of the slope.
Yep.
And Rory McIlroy has come out and said, yeah, like these green reading books really take some of the art out of the game, some of the skill out of the game, and it's time we get rid of them. Like, it's great that we have the technology and the technology has helped, but like, if you can't read a green as a professional golfer, you ain't no professional golfer.
Let me tell you, my son, Gavin, is an amazing
killer. He's a
green
killer
reader.
Yeah.
You've seen him read greens. I have no idea what he's seeing, but he is the best green reader I've ever like spoken with. You know what I'm saying?
Like my 5-foot putts are his 25-foot putts.
It's so true.
Yeah.
Now he doesn't always hit the putt, but
he's not like, the thing is
close.
Is from 25 feet. Like I'm not trying to lag, but I am aware of like my second putt radius. He's not. He's like it's like 25 to 50 feet.
He's trying.
He's trying to hole it, and if he doesn't, he's tapping it in.
Right.
Which is it boggles my mind. I love playing. I don't really like playing golf with Gunnar. I love playing golf with Gavin.
That's right. I'm not actually his best golfing buddy, but for logistics purposes,
I think I still owe him $2 or something ridiculous.
You 100% do. And
no, it's like $6.
Child labor laws prevent him from hosting a podcast, so I'm here. Fine. You get
that's
me.
Fine. Yeah.
No, it goes beyond this, Ben.
Yeah.
They're gonna ban it. It's done.
Oh, it's officially banned.
The PGA Tour is set to ban green reading books.
When does it come into effect?
Next season. This is it. This is it. And let me tell you something.
My next question is, and this is something we saw at the PGA Championship.
I think they're going to move that direction. I think they're going to replace the green reading book for the
laser rangefinders.
The rangefinders. And
those have to be specifically tour approved ones, right?
No slope. That's no slope. No slope, no wind.
But the thing is like the Bushnell ones like have slope buttons.
Well, we talked about this too because it's a faceplate that you pop on.
No, mine is.
And mine is. Switch.
But there's a switch.
So what I think they're going to do is they're going to do tour issue ones. They're going to save the money on printing and they're going to give out tour issue ones that they hand in at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I think that's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to partner with, I think they're going to double, triple partner with Bushnell and what are the other
Or it's
ones?
just one of those things that every tournament they just get one.
No, but they're going to be visible. So they're going to have to be made by somebody.
No, I know that's going to be Bushnell. Like I get that. Like, I mean, I like Bushnell, Nikon, like any of those companies that make them like,
but you know,
I get it. I know they're going to be tour approved. But
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, I think it's just going to be like anybody who's in the tournament. It's just like in the gift bag. Like, it's just going to go to somebody.
No, but they're getting rid of it. They're getting rid of them.
That's cool. I like that.
I love it. I absolutely love it. It's cheating to have a green reading book. It's absolutely cheating. I can't wait to get ours.
And then this is the last bit of news. I didn't see a lot of it. I didn't read a lot of this. I just sort of saw it and it was being weird. They're talking about moving the USGA championship away from public courses. They've got a few courses over the next few years where they're going to be at private courses.
How do you feel about this?
I feel like the USGA is like, how do I feel about it? I feel like the USGA is like the main supporter and like face of Muni golf in the US.
Yes. It's an open championship.
Yeah. But do I think it's cool for people to like, who don't normally get to play those ridiculously private golf clubs to be able to play those sometimes? Yeah. But I think the whole point of the USGA is to showcase how good public courses can be.
100%. And, you know, we have the Open Championship. Those are all open courses.
Yeah.
You can go and play Carnoustie. You can go and play St. Andrews. You can go and play Royal Birkdale. You can go play courses.
Yeah.
They're just so hard.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm not a big fan of this because I think the USGA is the best advocate for public golf courses.
100%.
And
you take away Torrey Pines, you take away Beth Page, you take away
Olympic Club
number 2. What is it?
Yeah. Well, they can't get rid of Pinehurst number 2 anymore because they've turned that into their office. It's like their home office now. But yeah, it depends. It depends on what I think. For me, it just depends on what courses. If it's like Pine Valley, I think I'm okay with it.
Right. It depends.
Yeah. All right. And I think that's all the news I have.
That's it. That's it right there.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
No. Let's get into the Congaree. We don't do a read now. We do a read after the Congaree.
We'll do Palmetto.
Yeah, Palm Meadow Championship at Congaree.
Yep.
This was in South Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
I loved this golf course.
Yeah, I liked it too. I liked its difficulty its difficulty, but I liked more. I liked more the scoring than I did the actual play. If that makes any sense to you. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I liked I'm going to pull it up right now cuz I do this. I keep cut line stats for all the tournaments. So at Palmetto the cut line was 1 over. I thought that was great. I thought that was a perfect lead up. So you go 2 over at Memorial, you get 1 over at Palmetto, and now you have the U.S. Open, which the at Winged Foot it was 6 over. I think this was a really great test, and 20% of the players, closer to 18, but 20% of the players, finished worse than the cut line.
Yeah,
they finished over 1
No,
over.
I just really liked the way the golf course looked. There was a ton of sand, which was really cool.
Yeah, that was cool.
But I think I liked it. I think I just have something against woodland courses.
Mm-hmm.
And I just think this was a very, very cool way of doing an open woodland course.
Yes. Yeah.
Like
I liked it. I liked the setup. I just don't know if I liked how sandy it was. I liked the Bermuda fairway. I liked the pro Bermuda greens. The greens look beautiful. Like, I also understand it's like the middle of June, so everything's perfect in South Carolina. Right.
Like, you know what I mean? It's like random, like subtropic thunderstorms, things like that. But I just really liked how it almost looked like a coastline links course in the middle of the woods.
Yes.
Which I just it just really appealed to me as like, this is one of those things where I was sort of talking about like last week at Memorial. You can sort of tell that like Memorial had been developed as a golf course in like the 70s and 80s.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I know they're sort of doing more to keep it up, but it's like when I think Memorial, you know, I think of sort of Tiger in like the early 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
And even before that, like I think of sort of like Muirfield Village, which goes beyond that, but it's like a real parkland course with real trees and everything. And it's a beautiful course. I'd love to play it. That's not what I'm saying.
Right.
But I think when you sort of see like this Congaree golf course is like that next generation of golf courses that like you've got like Bandon Dunes, you've got I think Seminole is a lot older than that, but it sort of felt like Seminole. Like it's the trouble wasn't with the trees. The trouble was like the architecture of the land.
Mm-hmm.
And I really liked that. I mean, not that there weren't trees like in every shot at this course anyway, but I think they were sort of like, it was more like, okay, let's play around with the trees instead of just being like, okay, I'm in the pine straw, I've got to play out.
Right.
So that's why I really liked it.
No, I have more positives than negatives about it. So I do like the tournament.
Yeah.
I think Congaree needs to be featured more.
Well, it's the one and only. They took over for the RBC Heritage and the Canadian Open.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think it needs to be featured more.
Apparently it's a closed, like nobody can play it. It's a closed private golf course. I don't know. I tried to like look into how to play it and it was like, no.
Never.
No. I was like, oh, okay.
Get off our website.
It's like a billionaire's play toy. And I was like, oh, wow. Okay. Never mind.
Oh.
Sure.
Not mine.
Nope.
All right.
Not yet.
Well, let's go over the picks real quick. They were great. Great picks. I had Dustin Johnson, who finished T10.
Yep.
And Matt Fitzpatrick, who also finished T10. Backdoor T10'd it, too.
Yeah.
He played great. He shot 5 under on the last day. And I had Sung J M, who did not have his best day, or his best week, but he really gave it a run on Sunday to finish T35.
Yeah.
I had Peter Uline to finish top 20. He did not, but he did make the cut to finish at T44.
Yeah.
And I had a player outside the top 50 in the world winning. He is now inside the top 30, but at the time of his win, it was he was at T54, which astounded me because I had never heard of him.
He's won twice on the European Tour in like 5 weeks.
I
didn't recognize the name, but when I saw him, doing his thing at the end, I recognized him from the European Tour stuff. Yeah. And they were, even then, like even in May and even in April and May, they were just like, this guy's playing the best golf of his life right now. And now he's got 2 years on the PGA Tour.
Yeah, easy. So I finished with 1,701 points.
That's it?
Yeah.
You
had Brooks Koepka, who did not make the cut.
Did not make the cut. He's saving it for this week. You know that.
Tyrrell Hatton with a T2.
Yeah. Sneaky. He had a couple of hole-ins that were just incredible.
Yeah, that got scary for me. And Ian Poulter, who finished T25, so you do not get the bonus points for that. You had Cole Hammer making the cut. He for sure did not. He was DFL for a while, but is playing this week at the U.S. Open.
Yeah.
And
he's like a University of Texas guy. He's going to basically be like Jordan Spieth's shadow for the next few years.
Yeah.
I hope he does better than Bo Hostler, but I wouldn't be surprised if he's sort of just a guy who hangs around and we'll see.
Chomps at it. And then you had a non-American winning, and you're right, a South African. South
African.
1,053 points go to Ben.
1,553 points.
Just 53 points.
Just 53 points.
Just 53 points, 1,053. So I am closing the gap, which is
good.
Nice.
Yes.
Which is so nice. But that is it. That is your Palmetto Championship.
Those are our scores. I just want to talk about Chesson Hadley.
Sure.
So Sunday, he goes into Sunday with a 4-shot lead.
Yes.
And he's the only player in the top 10 to go plus numbers. He goes +3, front 9, and the first 15 holes, he is even for the day.
Yep.
Bogey 16, bogeys 17. Needs to par 18 to go into a playoff, and he bogeys it.
Mm-hmm.
Interviewed afterwards,
blows it.
Just absolutely. What do you do? Like, I feel bad.
Do you really feel bad, or are you just disappointed?
Both.
I mean, this is Lexi Thompson, right?
Yeah, it's just one of those things. Like, how many opportunities do you get to win a PGA Tour events? And like to do that on your last 3 holes, like it was a collapse. It was just a like textbooks collapse. And it's one of those things where you're like, when's the next time we even see this guy in contention? Because he's never in contention when like any of the top 20 in the world are there.
Nope. No, he's a middle of the pack player.
Yeah. So I mean, that's fine. That's, he's on the PGA Tour. He's been on it for about 4 or 5 years now.
Well, which is a bummer too, because he has top tier talent and he just can't get it done.
No, the last time he won, it was like the Bermuda Championship. It was a other side event from a WGC.
Right.
So it was limited. And it's just sort of like, I feel for him. I'm very excited for Garrick Higo. I mean, that's awesome. But at the same time, I just sort of feel for, like, to go bogey on 16, 17, 18 to lose a championship. I would have liked to have seen him par 18 and at least have a playoff.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't even play in the U.S. Open. So
no. Is he not in the U.S. Open?
Nope. 4-shot lead and didn't make it.
So that's just rough.
Higo's playing, though.
So. Yeah. So is Phil.
Phil the Thrill.
Phil the Dill.
You're going to find out.
Phil the Dill Pickle Mickelson.
All right. Let's get into our read, and then we'll do the U.S. Open.
It's time for us to put down our bag and hear from our sponsors.
Did you hear that?
Well, I'm sweating. It's so hot.
I just called it the U.S. Open.
What?
I did.
You said it?
I said the U.S. Open.
Oh, I missed it. I need something to help with my hearing.
Yeah, well, if you need something to help with your hearing so you can listen to me never say it ever again, check out Belltone Hearing Aid Centers of New Jersey. You can give them a phone call at +1 732 493-0900. Call Coach Joe. Use the code word. Use the code, people.
Golf.
Get yourself a free hearing test and a free packet of batteries.
Yes.
You want to know something I just found out this week? He always gives free hearing tests.
But not the batteries.
No, you use the code word. You get the golf. If you use the code word golf, you get the batteries.
Mm-hmm.
So use the code word golf. Call 732-888-9000 or 732-493-0900. Check out the newest hearing aid selections that Beltone has to offer.
Yeah.
Yeah. They go in your ears. They help you hears.
That's true.
But that is not a lie. Check them out at BeltoneJerseyShore.com. If you are in the New Jersey, Pennsylvania, New York, Connecticut, Massachusetts, Delaware, Maryland, Washington, D.C., Virginia, West Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, Kentucky area, it's anywhere from a 10-minute to 12-hour drive.
Yeah.
So go check out Beltone Hearing Aid Centers of New Jersey, and yeah, we'll be back to the show in a second.
And now to your hosts, Ben Ridner and Gunnar Kane.
What a good read! So good at reading.
You're pretty good at reading.
Yeah. Hey guys, welcome back to the Swingdom. Because we went somewhere. We've got the USGA Championship where the winner will be able to hold the Mike Davis Trophy.
Or better known as the US Open Trophy.
Who is angrier? Who's angrier? Bryson DeChambeau not deadlifting 200 pounds. Or Mike Davis when the score is -15.
Mike Davis. 100%.
You know how I know this? Because Phil Mickelson had to hit a moving putt.
I was there.
He had to hit a moving putt just to survive the golf course. That was probably the most dangerous USGA championship I had ever seen.
It was beautiful. It was the most wonderful thing.
Yeah.
I absolutely loved it. Every bit of it.
Yeah. It was devastating. He's like, I wasn't going to win anyway, so I just hit the ball. I didn't feel like going down to the bunker again. Just like, what?
Well, he was like, I was happy to take the penalty strokes because there was no way I was making it up there in that.
Yeah.
in two.
Yeah. So I don't know if you guys saw this. This was at where were you again?
Shinnecock.
At Shinnecock Hills
on Long Island.
On Long Island, yeah. And Phil Mickelson has a 2-foot putt for like bogey, and it's downhill. The way the green complex works, it went downhill and to the left around a bunker, and you actually like swept behind the bunker. So if he missed the 2-foot downhill putt, he then had a bunker flop shot back onto the green with like a 90% chance that if he was anywhere near the hole, it was just going to roll back down.
Yep.
So it was either like flop it up to the hole or like chip it all the way across the green and try to make like a lateral putt. And so he puts it 2 feet downhill and he misses. And it's just rolling. And it's rolling really slow. And then you just see him jog. And he just jogs and he just taps it back up to the hole. I was hoping it would go in.
Yeah.
I was so hoping it would go in. But it's just one of those things where it was like, you saw it, and I think everybody had the same sort of reaction, which was like, wait a second.
That had not stopped yet.
Did I just?
You sure did.
And this is one of those things where it's like, you get DQ'd for signing a wrong scorecard.
But you can play hockey on the greens.
Which is unintentional, which 95% of the time I want to say is 99.9. I'm going to go with 95 because Patrick Reed hits in a scorecard 4 times a week. Is unintentional, but and they also have the technology to stop that. I'm just curious, at what point in this tournament? At what point in this tournament are we going to see and this is every year. This is now in the PGA Tour players vocabulary, which is like they just go, yeah, the USGA's lost it.
Yeah,
they've set up they set up the course on such a fine knife edge, like a razor blade thin edge.
Yep.
That like if it goes one way, they've got a little bit of play. But if it goes the other way, everybody just goes, well, we couldn't play golf and it was the USGA's fault. And I'm always going like, well, somebody still wins the trophy.
Yeah.
Someone still wins the trophy. So you might as well play as hard as you can the whole time. Don't blame the USGA. Go out there and win it.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
But they're going to lose it. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Playing at Torrey Pines in San Diego.
Yes. The South Course.
South Course.
Yeah. Par 71.
Yes.
No, it isn't.
It is.
No, I was just joking. I just wanted to see how angry you would get.
No, it is.
Why?
71. I don't know, Ben. But the finish, the turn, well, just before you make the turn, hole 9 is a 609-yard par 5.
Yeah.
And the closing hole is also a par 5. So we can see everybody falling apart at the end of the back 9 or the front 9, and everybody getting their ground back at the end of the back 9.
Now, this is really just going to be one of those things where we are watching it, and whether you're watching the front 9 or the back 9, they've got a long par 5 at the end, but
13's the longest at 613.
Yeah.
Only 3.
I think they're just trying to get that Pebble Beach mojo, aren't they? The iconic par 5 18th.
Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Some long par 3s.
Yeah. Well, this is a course we see every year. They do a tournament out of this every year. So what they're doing now is they're tightening the fairways. The rough is going to be impossibly long, and the fairways are going to be bonkers.
And the greens are going to be like glass with semi-illegal pin placements. 100%.
Yeah. So
they're also going to flood the ocean, raise it up.
There's going to be a tsunami.
Yeah.
They're going to dim the sun.
Already planned. Already planned out.
How many people does John Rahm give COVID to?
0.
Okay. Because he does or does not have it?
Because he officially does not have it.
Should we just start the golf conspiracy podcast?
No. Maybe.
We're getting close to them, aren't we?
Yeah, we
dabble.
Get close.
We dabble. And then so you want to get into picks?
I would love to get into picks. Who has first pick? It's you.
No, it isn't.
Yeah.
I thought it was you.
No, there's no way, because I took Dustin Johnson first.
I thought I gave him to you.
No.
Did you pick first of the Masters or did I?
Me.
Oh, you did? You got first pick of the Masters?
Yeah.
All right, then I'm taking John Rahm.
I knew it.
He's favored to win by like a whole bunch. He almost won the Memorial by 6. This COVID thing is
bogus.
I don't want to go that far because, science, technology, lateral flow, white blood cells.
All the things.
Yeah. What's that thing called in the back of your throat that waddles? Oh, the sun implodes, but you don't know that. Your thorax?
It's not an insect.
Your lorax?
I can look it up.
Your gobbler?
Your gobbler. That's exactly scientific.
Your dangle.
It is called uvula.
Your uvula.
Yep.
That's another scientific word we're going to use for COVID stuff. So I've got John Rahm as my first pick. He's favored by a long shot. I knew you were going to take him first, so I just wanted the steal.
I was. Can I have my third pick? I think we all know who my third pick is. Can I have him?
Doc Redman?
It's not. Can I have my third pick?
Yeah, you can have Phil Mickelson.
Thank you. So I'm going to pick first.
Is he really your third pick?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Yeah, he's not on my list.
I didn't think he was. He's actually.
I
not on
don't
my
think.
list,
I think other than John Rahm, I think we're gonna have a different list.
He's not on my list either, but he is on my list.
John Rahm's not on your list?
No, John Rahm's definitely on my list. He was
okay.
And I got close to being to messing up with Doc Redman, who also tied for second place. I was so upset at the Palmetto. I gotta take him. I gotta take him when he's there because I just didn't recognize he was there for some reason. I'm gonna go Xander Schauffele. He needs to have
that is my pick. Hometown hero. That's my second pick.
He has got to get a major championship. And what a great one to start with is the US Open. Just give me Xander. Just give me Xander. He proves to be well in major championships, and I'll be upset.
Yeah, that's a really good pick. That was going to be my next pick. I just can't believe you took him first because he's not really like ranking that. There's a lot of other guys that like Bryson is defending champion.
Yep.
And like not a lot of people seem to be touching him. There's a few other guys. I'm gonna go with my next pick. That's Tony Finau.
Oh, of course. He's on my list too.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say
we have a very similar list, I think.
Okay, good. And that's because this is his type of course. I don't think he's ever like finished out of the top 10 at this course. I don't think he's ever finished out of in the last 7 years, he's never finished out of the top 25.
No, he's got a great shot.
Yeah.
He's still sneaky good. He still needs to win.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
He is going to be like the next Ricky Fowler, Lee Westwood, Tony Finau. It's going to be that conversation.
We had this discussion.
We always have this discussion. This is why we have the podcast. We can talk about the same things over and over again.
Yeah, but I am getting into the point where why say they're the best to never win. I was talking to a buddy of mine, and I said, it's really not fair to compare on the basis of championships, and it more goes into team sports. So, right, you have the Super Bowl, you have the NBA championship, you have the rugby world championship, you have the World Cup. Yeah. You have the MLS, you have La Liga. You know what I'm saying?
We get it. There are sports.
You have whatever the cricket championship is. Olympic gold medals.
Sports.
You have the World Series. You have the national swimming. Men's and women's for that. You have the floor national championships.
You got to get into winter sports now.
You have X Games. Yeah, you have the luge.
Skeleton.
You have the curling world championships. It doesn't mean the curling teams aren't successful. Oh, you have a sheet. So I have a thing. Anyways, I don't think it's very finally froze and you've screwed up.
Well, good, because you're just talking for like 45 minutes on different sports. What are you getting to? Because I'm going to refute whatever it is that you say.
I know, that's why I was dragging it out.
I forgot what I was going to say now.
No, what I was going to, like, Ricky Fowler, still uber successful and still such a great player. Although I don't forget most of what I say. I know I was like, Ricky Fowler sucks and he's done.
Yeah, you did say that. I'm going to say this.
It's still true, but he's not one of the most favorite players to ever play.
So what's your point? What's your point? What is your point? That you don't have to win a major to still be a great player?
Right. Tony Finau still a great player, even though he's never won.
I think there's a difference between being a great golfer and being great among your peers.
100%.
Which is why there is the Hall of Fame. And I think the thing is, the reason we say it is because we technically are peers of professional golfers.
Technically.
We know who they are and we see them play golf.
Mm-hmm.
I would know who we are
right now.
They know who we are enough to ignore us all the time.
Yeah, because they're sick of us.
Because they are
That's the only reason
of how right we are constantly. No, so the reason I'm saying, like, the reason that he's going to fall in this category of like best golfers never to win a major is because like it's sort of like this argument. Like, would you rather be Tony Finau and like top 10ing, like being the most player to have top 10s without a win? Or would you rather be Chesson Hadley, who has like an alternate event win and is still like having a hard time breaking the top 100?
I'd so much rather be Tony Finau. What I'm saying is
also because I can't do this, so I'd have to be Tony Finau. I'm trying to do the snappy thing that Chesson Hadley does. I just snap. I just do the hand thing and actually snap. It makes people really angry.
I'm a hot take.
No, I'm gonna finish my thought.
Okay.
My thought is that like when we say it, it's among their peers.
Mm-hmm.
So like the best player to, and I think the thing is number one in golf because it's an individual sport.
Yeah.
Like you can say, what's his name? Not Grant Hill. Who was the 3-point shooter for the Pistons who crushed the Knicks and always lost to the Bulls? Like there are like great NBA players who carried entire franchises and like don't have a championship, and they're not like
Charles Barkley.
Yeah,
Charles Barkley doesn't have a championship.
No, he doesn't. But like, and if it wasn't for his bizarre commentary style, and how lovable he is and how amazing he is,
he's a wild dude.
Yeah, I'm not sure that like he would be, because it's like look at like Karl Malone.
Yep.
Like Karl Malone.
Post Malone. Oh, I'm telling you. No.
He was the postman. And that's where Post Malone comes from. And then like John Stockton. Like, where's John Stockton today? Like, he has the most assists in NBA history by like 3,000.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't even know where, like, is he coaching for like a junior college somewhere? Like, nobody knows. I think that's different with golf, like, because these guys can play so late into their lives. Like Lee Westwood last year won the race to Dubai. So we know that among his peers, he's still great.
Mm-hmm.
And congratulations to him for getting married this week in Las Vegas.
John Stockton?
Lee Westwood.
I'm just playing.
Yeah. His longtime fiance and caddy.
Yeah.
But so I think that's the thing is like among your peers, like is Arnold Palmer is seen as like less of a golfer because and same with Phil Mickelson is seen as less of a golfer because they don't have the career slam.
Right.
Like there are these individual accolades that like sort of jump you from tier to tier. Like you have Bryson DeChambeau who has won major.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have Dustin.
No business fighting against.
No.
Brooks Koepka.
But the thing is Bryson can talk as much as he wants down to Ricky Fowler because Ricky Fowler doesn't have one.
Right.
Like, and I think at the same time,
I disagree with that. So,
what?
But I do actually disagree with that.
I don't think anybody should do that. I'm just saying, like the conversations always go from like, would you rather like make the cut or, you know, like miss, you know, like our conversations always start, but they always get real grandiose, which is like Olympic medals or like a major that's not the Masters. So like we play in those like levels just because that's what we have fun doing. But yeah, I think Tony Finau needs to win. And if his first win is a major, I think it'll take a lot of pressure off him. And I think he's got a good chance of doing it here.
Yep. Before I die of heat stroke, we should get to our third picks.
Yes. Well, you need to make your second still.
It's hot in this room, man. I have messed up some air somewhere. I am going to go Dustin Johnson. I'm going to ride the coattails.
He's only got one major.
Only got one. No, he's
got two.
He's fine. He's got two. Yeah.
Your third pick is Phil Mickelson.
And my third pick is Phil Mickelson. Yeah. What's your third pick?
My third pick is BK Lounge Brooks Koepka.
All right. You got him.
Because I think he just takes these events so much more seriously than everybody else. And I think unless something goes terribly wrong, it's going to be hard pressed to keep out of the top 10.
100%.
And I think this Bryson rage is only going to fuel his intensity.
I agree. I agree. What's your long shot?
My long shot is Phil Mickelson wins. Sorry, like that was exactly what it was going to be. Like,
it is a long shot, but I am here for the ride. I am going to go Higo top 30.
He went top 64 at the PGA. He just won last week.
That's a good in between.
I feel like that's not really a like
T25.
Yeah, I'll give you T25. That's what I was thinking.
Okay, perfect.
You suckered me into that, didn't you? You knew what you were doing.
What's your prop bet? I knew if I made a change before you gave me an ultimatum, I would get it.
I didn't really think about a prop bet because I wanted it to be kind of like fun and cool.
Mm-hmm. Mine's not fun and cool.
No, mine last time was like a one-time major winner becomes a second-time major winner. Yep. I just think this is a golf course where like a lot of people feel really comfortable, so it's going to be great to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Ricky Fowler's not in it.
Mm-hmm.
Here you go. Brooks beats Bryson 1v1 every day.
I like it.
Is that, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like if they were playing head to head, even though they're not paired together, they should be. Brooks beats Bryson every day.
Absolutely.
And then just thumbs his nose at him.
I'm in on it. My prop bet is going to be, I actually agree with that. My prop bet is going to be the cut line over 7.
Wow. Okay. Cut line is 7 or over, or 8 or over.
7 or over.
Okay. You said over 7. So I was about to be like,
I did say that.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope it is. I hope Mike Davis goes out in like a beautiful, fiery golf mess of glory.
That's what I'm counting on.
I'm hoping that like I need to look. I'll probably tomorrow spend a bit of time looking at the weather. But if it's been dry and warm and windy, there ain't nothing nobody's gonna do. Because they always try. Like the thing is like they always try to keep it at par, which is really hard to do. Because these guys are +5.
I know.
Like, how do you make a golf course even for guys who are +5, +7?
You don't.
Like
you just ruin the course and make them try.
You just ruin the course.
You ruin the course.
Like all you just basically you build a pyramid in the middle of the first green with a little hole at the top.
Like, do we have a bonus? Because I've got a good idea for a bonus.
If you have a good idea, I was just gonna do like, Brooks versus Bryson, but neither of us want to pick Bryson. So.
No. I was gonna go a first time major winner wins or a
field
or the field. Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna be first time. I think this is just going to be one of those places where if it is a first timer, it's going to be pure luck. It's either going to be Xander Schauffele or it's going to be pure luck.
So you want the field?
No, I want the major winners.
Yeah, the winner has a major.
Yeah. I want the field of major winners.
All right, you got it. All right.
So wait, so is that what you wanted? Did you want first time winner?
Yeah.
So you're banking on Xander.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
But I will take your long shot any day of the week.
Yeah.
So let me break
when I was going to pick him and I was like, oh,
I gotta have him.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, the way points work, we probably could pick the same person. Because they're just points. Like it's how it works.
Points. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. No, not like they're just points, but it's not like like in every other version of daily fantasy, you can pick the same people.
Yeah, it's where you differ that counts.
Yeah. So I should have just picked Xander as well. Maybe next week we'll do it like.
No, we're not doing it like that. We have our set way. I've got Xander Schauffele, Dustin Johnson, and Phil Mickelson. My long shot is Garrick Higo to place T25. And my prop bet is that the cut is +7 or more.
Yeah.
You have John Rahm, Tony Finau, and Brooks Koepka. I like that pairing. I hope they group up. Long shot is Phil Mickelson wins the whole thing, which I'm rooting for every year.
Say, like, the thing is, if he wasn't the reigning PGA champion, it would have been like top 20.
Yeah,
but I don't think I think you might have given me like top 5. But he's got to win it. Like he's got to. The thing, like, and this is what we were just talking about. If he is a career slam, it changes his whole aura.
Everything.
Yeah.
And your prop bet is Brooks beats Bryson.
Every day.
Every day. All right. And the bonus is that the winner is a first-time major winner, and you've got everybody else with.
I've got everybody else with majors.
That's it.
Let's go, Bubba Watson.
That's our picks.
That's our show.
Oh, real quick, because we don't have time for our what have we done in golf this week, and you've already said you played terrible. But I wanted to give a shout out to Gavin.
No, let's do our what we did in golf this week. It's our show. We can do what we want.
Yeah, I'm just dying of I'm sweating out blood cells now.
Well, I shot a 100 at a fairly difficult golf course, and I lost 10 golf balls. I lost 5 golf balls on the front and 5 golf balls on the back, and I hated myself. So now I've got to go work on my driving. I shot a 100. You know, the last time I shot triple digits was
100's tough.
That's just tough. One shot less, 99. I would have been like, well, at least I didn't shoot 100.
That's right.
Now I have to be like, at least I didn't shoot 200.
Big jump.
Yeah. I tell myself when I don't break 100. Well, at least I didn't break 200.
So we went out today to Birdwood Golf Club, the home of the UVA Cavaliers men's golf team.
Oh, cool.
Women's golf team. Their tennis.
Mm-hmm. They also play golf there?
Team. And I believe their racquetball team, their collegiate racquetball team. Anyways, beautiful course. Birdwood.
All of these teams play golf?
They all play at the country club.
Okay.
Birdwood Golf Club. Anyways. Birdwood's beautiful.
Where is that?
There. Charlottesville.
No, where in Charlottesville?
Deep Charlottesville.
Okay.
I don't know.
I just want to see if I played it because I lived down there for a while.
It's gorgeous. Anyways, drive, chip, and putt local qualifiers were today. And your girl Abigail, who's my 6-year-old daughter, came in 3rd.
No way.
And is moved on to sub-regionals. This was her first day swinging a driver. Fun fact.
Ever. Was it Gavin's driver?
No, we bought her a set of clubs this morning.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You're kidding me.
No, I'm not kidding you.
How many people were there?
3 in her group. So she automatically moved on, but she played very well. She got the ball off the ground. Very proud of her. She won 4 ribbons. She placed 3rd in every category, drive, chip, and putt, and overall.
Yeah.
And Gavin had a much, much bigger field and for the 12 to 13-year-old division. And your boy took the field by 17 shots. By 17 points. Came in first at
by
the local
17?
Qualifier. By 17 points. And yeah, we're moving on, man. We're going to Richmond in August for sub-regionals and then I have to look this up now because we rarely go to sub.
Did he hold any putts? Holding putts is the coolest.
He holed the first putt and came close on the next 2, but that's where all your points are is in putts.
Yeah.
If you make the first putt, you're in like Flynn. So anyways, he came in first. He came second in chipping.
Yeah.
And second in putting and 3rd overall in chipping and 1st overall in the field. And he makes it to. Oh man, I'm sorry. I'm messing
Are you
this
taking
up.
me with you? Or are you just going to leave Gavin at home so me and you can go to Augusta?
No.
So did
The
Abby
next one,
like
regionals?
winning?
Regionals is at.
You still have to win in Richmond, okay?
Yeah, we go Salisbury.
Don't count your
Country Club.
turkeys before it's Thanksgiving.
Right. I'm having a really hard time typing like this.
You look like it. I can see.
Here we go. All right, I got it.
Is Abby hooked on golf now then?
She's excited to play again. I'm so proud of her.
Was she like ribbons? I'm a kid who's got ribbons.
She was very excited about the ribbons.
Yeah.
Yeah. Something's happened to it. So anyways, I want to say it's Oakmont.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Regionals.
Pittsburgh. Yeah. That's really cool.
So
that's really
I want to
cool.
say it's Oakmont. One year it was in Pinehurst.
You had a great weekend of golf. I had a great weekend golfing.
Yeah.
I did not have a great weekend.
Actually, we did drive, chip, and putt today. So.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
No wonder you're sweating so much.
Yeah, I've been out in the sun all day.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. All right.
So
that's it. Yeah, you're going to keep us posted on the drive, chip, and putt.
Mm-hmm.
The Swing Them Go Scratch is going to start up in 2 weeks, the first weekend of July.
Yep.
Thank you guys for watching or listening. You can catch us on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch. Check us out on the YouTube. We've got videos there on just about everything, especially this podcast. Go to the website, theswingtompodcast.com. You can leave us comments, emails, anything on the website. You can check out the Swagdom.
Yep.
You can buy snoods and socks and jumpas and hoodies and all sorts of great stuff.
Cups, everything's great over there.
Yeah. So coffee mugs, check
high quality too.
Yeah, really check out the Swingdom podcast. And we hope you guys enjoy the show, and we will catch you guys on the flippy floppy
next week
with all of the results from the USGA championship.
Yep. The US Open at Torrey Pines.
Torrey Pine South Course.
That's it. Swing them out.
Swing them out.
You've been listening to The Swingdom. Remember, we're just two guys, 28 clubs, 0 putts given.
I just realized my mic volume was really low. And everybody else's mic volume was really loud. So like I was yelling. And I don't think anybody else was yelling. I think it was just me.